So hey there everybody, this is Piper here and welcome to another Rome Total War battle. So this next series of battle replays are actually from the 2 leagues Rome Total War 1 vs 1 tournament, CWB. So this is the semi-finals in the League 1 category, which is the winner's bracket. And it's between SoA Moussolini versus a player called LukaS, or TWR LukaS. And this is actually a different player. There's a well-known player called Luke. This is a different player. This is an older player from a different generation of Rome Total War. He's playing as Scythia, so it's Germania versus Scythia. We'll go through the armies fast, and then the battle will commence. So Mussolini's gone for 6 Gothic Cavalry. These guys are 5 upgrade. He hasn't made them gold because of the maidens. 6 Spear Warband, no upgrade. 1, 2. 2 Barbarian Cavalry, they're gonna be gold probably, and they are gold. 2 dogs, 2 chosen axemen, and 1 peasant, 2 peasants. So TWR LukaS, got 2 Scythian noble archers. These guys are gold. And that's quite unusual for this matchup. These guys are very high quality. They're meant to be horse archers, but they're kind of like heavy cavalry that can shoot arrows. They are horse archers, but they're not as fast as regular archers. Regular horse archers, but they are very expensive for the stats. But they do shoot long range arrows. Let's get 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Archer Warband, they're bog standard. Archers for Scythia, they're gold attack. 6 maidens, headhunting maidens, they're gold. 1 chosen archer, gold attack. And 3 axemen, no upgrades. So LukaS is actually firing his arrows, trying to get some kills on the Spear Warband. And he should probably want to actually get around the sides. I think there's some spectators in this battle. It's a very large map. He really wants to get these horse archers around the sides, try and get some side run shots. So he's gone for the 3 units of axemen, and he's chosen not to make his archers go gold and only 1 chosen archer gold attack. So LukaS has taken out a unit of barbarian peasants, and Mussolini's going to use one of his dog units, use them to target the horse archers. So because these guys are effectively heavy cavalry, the dogs won't be as effective against them as if they were regular horse archers. These guys have really good defense, very good stats, and the dogs will be effective to push these guys back, but they won't be as effective versus the lighter horse archers. Using the peasants to screen his troops, and that's what really these peasants are brought for. They're brought to really screen the cavalry, screen the pike, because he wants to really get these pike in, get the kills on the maidens, and then use these guys to get extra kills on the axemen. So 1 vs 1 15k, this is kind of seen as an almost equal matchup. I'd always put Scythia slightly ahead of Germania. It's easier to play than Germania. Germania really has to push with its infantry and cavalry. Scythia can fall back, and as long as Scythia has some archers at the end, it's not easy, but you tend to find that the maidens are a lot faster, well, they are a lot faster than the Gothic cavalry, which gives the Scythian player more options. So LukaS is actually keeping his horse archers around the sides. That one's lost. That one's down to 22, so it's lost about what, 5 horses. That one's down to 22 as well. Is that both units of dogs? So Mussolini's used both units of dogs. That's the remnants there, and you can see there they've done some damage, but they haven't done a lot of damage to those cavalry units. So Mussolini's going to charge fast here. Really wants to get these spearmen in combat. The longer the battle goes on, the more advantage LukaS has. And LukaS actually has 2 units of chosen archers. And there's all the spectators over there. Some USSR fast, Trajans, spectating SoA Pallid and Morgan. So there's different strategies of playing this matchup. Some players actually prefer to bring Knight Raiders than Spearmen. That's kind of good too. It just depends how the matchup is played by Germania. So Moussolini is charging forward. LukaS has his horse archers around the back, and he's actually targeting the barbarian cavalry, pushing forward with the spear warband and keeping his cavalry around the back as well. So that's a unit of chosen archers right there, and he's keeping his axemen quite far away actually. He needs to move these axemen over, and he's trying to get these archers away from the heavy cavalry. So LukaS really has to get these maidens over here. The Gothic cavalry will tire chasing the regular archers, but they will catch the chosen archers. These guys are slower than regular archers. So he needs to inflict some damage on the Gothic cavalry. But you can see here Moussolini is keeping his spear warband very close to the cavalry. He's not giving LukaS the opportunity to counter-charge or encircle. So that's good plays by Moussolini. He's reduced that unit down to 10, and the chosen are effectively going to be out the game. They're actually down to 9 now. The horse archers are in the back. They're doing a lot of damage to that light cavalry, but again the light cavalry are going to be faster than these guys. And they have more stamina as well. These guys are tired, and I think there's some dogs still chasing the horse archers. So Moussolini's gone in for the charges versus the archers, and he's going to withdraw his Gothic cavalry now. LukaS is going to try and catch a couple of these units before they get back to safety. You can see here Moussolini's keeping his spear warband all together, and he's actually been able to get that unit out of combat. So he's probably got that unit in guard mode. He doesn't want to lose that unit. That's actually the general. That'd be bad news if you actually lost that unit. And a good counter charge there by Moussolini. A little bit late to back up those 2 units of head hunting maidens. It's going to be almost 50-50 in this cab battle even without the spear warband. 2 units of Scythian noble are coming back to support the head hunting maidens, but that's going to be a win in the cavalry battle for Moussolini. He's got the rear charging with the light cavalry, and the Scythian nobles are actually in combat as well. They will provide the backup for the maidens that are left, and they're holding it pretty well actually. They seem to have came back towards the end. Don't know whether some of these Gothic cavalry were in guard formation or guard mode. But anyway, that's the last of the Scythian cavalry taken out. There's still a fair amount of archers left. There's a unit of chosen archers there. Some units of chosen archers. Some units of regular archers, but there are the Gothic or the chosen axemen. And it's just a case of Moussolini pushing on the archers. The axemen came in there for the attack on the cavalry, and there's a unit of spear warband there fighting the axemen. But you can see here, Moussolini has the 4, though heavily depleted units of cavalry. These guys will be able to chase down the archers now, and he has the unit of light cavalry as well. They're going for the archer warband. And there's that battle still going on between the axemen and the spear warband. So because LukaS was attacking from all sides, he's actually been able to rout that unit of spear warband. Moussolini is charging the archers. So they're getting pretty close to the red line. Good possibility these guys are going to rout. And I would imagine that would be a win for LukaS, a win for Moussolini. Not really much hope for LukaS to come back here. So that would be a win for Moussolini. Again, this is the first time I've watched this battle replay, but it'll be a win for Moussolini because he's got so many more troops left. The axemen are fairly far away. Moussolini has the flexibility with the cavalry. All he's got to do is chase down these archers, regroup, and then LukaS will be in trouble. So yeah, this is the first battle from the semi-finals of the 2-league tournament hosted by Rust League. And it's called two-league tournament because there was 2 leagues. There was a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket. So there was a lot of games played. This is the semi-finals of the winner's bracket. And you can see that that's actually a win for Moussolini. So well played to both players. Thought both players played really well. Good selections by Moussolini on Germania. I personally prefer using the Knight Raiders than the Spear Warband. I think they're slightly more effective because you always are going for the mass rout against Scythia. You want that fast victory. The pike can be quite effective, but again, you're going to be fighting a lot of archers. The pike aren't really that good for Germania, so both armies kind of work. I prefer the Knight Raiders, but it depends how the game is actually played or the battle is played. I think LukaS could have probably bought a better army for that matchup. He should have really brought better archers, and I would have advised not to bring chosen noble horse archers. Just go with the bog standard horse archers. They're far better value for money. But again, there are strategies involved using the long range arrows. They can be very effective versus the light cavalry and the backs of the Gothic. But anyway, that's the first battle in the series of competitive replays. There's another 2 battles still to go. Stay tuned for those. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. This is Piper signing off.